Okay, so during previous stream, one of the viewers came up with a very interesting challenge that they themselves were trying to do, which was completing the realms with the cars that appeared on the movies. And well, since vehicle selection is so important in this game, it is something that requires quite a lot of thought. So I tried to complete it on stream and failed miserably, partly I believe because of the downforce affecting the performance of some of the cars in a very negative manner. So in order to somewhat redeem myself and also experiment a little, I'm going to try testing some of these cars and seeing if I can complete the realm under the time limit to get the Accelercharger. Alright, so here we are, RD06, Storm, start. This is around my 7th attempt, so yeah, definitely not something that easy. Although I do feel that sometimes I'm trying to go way too fast for my own good, which has resulted in me falling off. That said, kind of like a recap of what I found out about this car in these attempts. Oof, definitely went too fast there. Nope, just as planned, of course. So boost isn't as strong as in other cars, definitely something to take note of. You want to preserve that boost as much as you can. You gotta get used to the drift. It is definitely a thing. There is a trick to it, which I am still kind of learning to control. Basically, letting go of throttle makes it very easy to initiate drifts. That is very common with a lot of cars. Reapplying throttle is what allows you to stay in control, especially at higher speeds of the drift. And if you start drifting too much, like at an aggressive angle, you'll probably lose control. And the car doesn't like certain, like starting drifts at inclinations, I guess. So if I started a drift here, I'm pretty sure I could not regain control. So I should probably lose a little speed in order to avoid that, which I just did. Now once we straighten out, we can boost a little. Let go of throttle and reapply here. Nice. Never let go in this part, so we stay in control. Likewise here, and then we let go of throttle to initiate this slow drift. Reapply throttle, let go, just kind of feather the throttle, stick to the left to do the lightning trick. Let's not be afraid of braking. I lost control last time. That part didn't go flying off there, but lost a bunch of time. Also here, this turn is quite treacherous, if I may say so myself, and this one as well. Okay. And yeah, as with most cars, touching the railing will probably kill you. So try to avoid that at all costs. Honestly, just driving in the middle of the road is quite often the best possible strategy. And there, my trusty brake saved my butt. So, here we start to the right, then go left, right, and then try to stick to the wall. We could not stick to the wall. But honestly, drone cars kind of don't get affected much by lightning, so it wasn't that relevant. We were going at a very slow speed for some time, but who cares. Lost a bit of control there. I didn't know that the lightning was going to fall there, but I started drifting, lost control. Fortunately, it did not end the run, and we are entering this part with a very decent time. Similar to what we had in that stream. Okay, let's try just stay on the track. Nice, 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 nice. Okay, very careful with these next curves. They're also quite treacherous. Yeah, no rush. If we fail, we try again. So let's try to do things right. Oof, a little bit of frame drop over there. Let's not allow it to get the best of us. This corner is also quite difficult. Stick aggressively to the left. Nice. Now we're gonna stick to the center here. And start braking over here. Start our drift, boost, stick to the right, and after this you can stick to the left. After that one, my bad, my bad. So 5:05 is a pretty decent time to be doing this. To be entering this section is what I meant. So let's try to stick to the center of the track. The counterintuitive part is that letting go of throttle often makes you initiate a drift when you're going down and lose control more than if you just go full send. This part I am going to slow down though, because this left curve is super difficult, but we did it no problem. So here we are probably going to have to brake and then reapply acceleration, and that way we don't lose control. Very nice, we're doing this very smoothly. Not even looking at the time because that can seriously affect me. Like it almost did there. But not this time, not this time, not this time. Okay. Let us do this. Nice. So long as we don't lose control here, this should be quite in the bag. And 6:30. That's a very respectable time. So, hope I could help some people with this run. And I am going to try next with that other Teku car, Slingshot, which I do believe has a shot, though I'm not very familiar with it. So see ya there. Alright. So, Slingshot. I've done many attempts before this. And let me start off by saying that it's probably not the way to complete this round. Although Slingshot has amazing performance on flat surfaces, very similar to the Deora 2 as a matter of fact, it loses almost all of its grip and handling once it starts making a loop or any kind of slope. Even this initial slope kind of loses some of its control. Right there. So definitely take that into account. Oof, almost didn't do that. Unfortunately, we're still in it to win it. But yeah, it kind of suffers from a similar issue as RD09, that once you start a slope, you lose all sense of grip, and it is very, very annoying because this feels like a very good car otherwise. Well, it feels like a Deora. And it has its very distinctive strength, which is its amazing grip, and kind of like its trade-off, that it has bad acceleration, bad top speed, but both of them are kind of suppressed by its amazing boost. And Slingshot is no exception. His boost is amazing, especially compared to RD06's in the drones and the Metalmaniacs and the silencers. Some of the silencers' boost doesn't even feel like boost, if I'm honest. Like in Carbide, So yeah, this one has amazing boost, and it's definitely one of its strengths that you've got to play with in order to make this car shine. But you've got to be very wary of that lost grip on verticals, such as that one. Alright, very smooth turn. Okay. I'm gonna stick to the middle for this one because, yeah, I lost control right there for a second, even if it's difficult to notice. And if you're turning once you lose control, you're done. If you hit the barrier whilst you're losing control, you're done as well. Sometimes not, but you're mostly done. So, yep. Pretty much stick to the middle of the track. Don't be afraid to brake if you have to. Save yourself. And I know I'm trying to go as fast as possible, and it sucks to brake, but you gotta do it. Alright. Nice. Alright, very, very smooth race so far. Gonna take this route. The other one may be viable in this car because there are some struggles in the following turns. So maybe the trade-off might be worth it. You know, the trade-off of the boost and the risk implied by taking that jump. But I'm gonna take this route every time because I think it is definitely the safer choice, even if it's a little slower. Alright, gotta take a lot of care in that curve. I've already lost 2 times there, and here let us just not go ham. Nice, now we can go ham. Stick to the middle and all will be okay. Oof. Almost lost control there, but that was absolutely my fault, not Slingshot's or the grip's fault or whatever. Alright. Started to lose control there, immediately apply the brake in that case. Make it back onto the track. Alright. Let's boost here. Let's not go any faster than we absolutely need to. Let's not crash into the white barriers. Alright, most difficult loop. Very nice. Lost control here multiple times, so I'm gonna... Okay, so what kind of worked for me there was alternating between brake and throttle. And it allowed me to keep my grip. However, it is very slow, and we're gonna have to go quick here. I lost in this loop last time, so let's respect it. Right. This last curve is infamous. Alright, 30 seconds. I do think we have this one in the bag. Oh gosh. Don't do this, okay? Just please love yourself or something. Oh god. Alright. So, debrief on Slingshot. in this realm, and mostly in general, amazing. Just amazing on flat surfaces. You just saw how quickly I was breezing through the realm, probably very much quicker than RD06, although it may be partially due to the fact that I got much more experience through my many attempts. But very, very difficult to control on those loops and on those verticals. So pretty much pick it as a choice for level maps, you know, like Metro. Metro is amazing for this car, for pretty much any car that doesn't have a loop or drastic changes in elevation. But if there are, you can definitely still handle the car, but it will come at a cost of speed. Or extremely high risk, if you want to risk going quick in those conditions. So do take that into account. Alright, see ya. Alright, bonus round. Let's take Crazy 8. I've done a couple of attempts before this one. Crazy 8 definitely feels very nice to drive. Although I've been having some issues similar to Slingshot once these kind of like changes in elevation, these slopes and loops kind of mess up with the handling. So let's hope we can change history and save Kadim and do this right for once. It's definitely a car in which you don't have to be afraid of drifting, at least not on flat surfaces. But I do think that it suffers kind of like that RD09 syndrome, where those slopes really mess you up. Very nice. I also love how this car looks, like that huge engine. The car is pretty much entirely an engine with a little cockpit at the front and a spoiler at the back, and that's pretty much the entire car. All the rest is engine. Very nice. Probably should sound a little stronger, you know? This kind of feels like, I don't know, a little motorbike, a little scooter kind of sound, you know? Oh well, what do we have? And yeah, let's be careful in these sections, especially the following loop. We can go a little quicker though. We can tap the boost for that rather than waste it all on a single chunk. Alright, see here I don't feel like I've got much control. Although you probably couldn't notice it because I was handling it that good. I'm just that good, you know. Nah, I'm kidding. But especially since I almost fell off there. Nice way to lose speed before that turn. Could have been better, but it is what it is at the end of the day. So we gotta be very careful in this following corner. I've started a drift here plenty of times and just gone flying off. Alright, not happening this time. I kind of feel that is kind of going a little off topic here, but I feel that that is Power Rage's best attribute, is that where other cars would absolutely lose control and go flying off, Power Rage just doesn't care. It just stays there. And I think it makes it such a good car for that. And it is very noticeable, especially in Canyon Realm. There are so many turns that just annihilate vehicles, and Power Rage just doesn't care. Oof, that was very risky. No need to be going that fast, by the way. Oof. Okay, come on, let's get a grip. Nice, nice, nice. So we're back on track. Oh, my nose itches. Come on, let's take this chance. Nice. Alright. Let's let go of throttle here. Start second drift here. Boost to regain control. Oof, it feels nice, you know? I never used Crazy 8s that much, but it feels very nice. Let's be careful in the second corner. The second corner likes to troll a very great deal of cars. Not Crazy 8s though. Last corner, just be mindful of how tight it is. How sharp. Alright, here, just gotta stick to the middle. And we're gonna have to hope that Crazy 8s can do the loops without much problem. Yeah, we're gonna have to take that shot. I wasn't aligned properly for that turn. But since we're still on the track, definitely an okay trade-off. So we're doing fine. Let's not go too quick here. Although oof, Crazy 8's just feels like it can do it, man. Okay, it doesn't feel like it can do it in this part though. Ooh, okay. So, gotta correct more to the left than what I was expecting. Alright. That was much better. And the hardest loop, my bad. Oof, come on. So long as you do it slow, it's not that bad. But that means you gotta go very quick in the other sections, which I think we did well enough. Alright. Second to last loop. Let's just not throw. And all should be well. Last loop. Can Kadeem do it? Let's just not take our chances on that last curve. 621, 100 boost. This is quite in the bag. 630, 3. Nice. Oh boy. Definitely some scary sections right there with the loop-de-loops. But absolutely possible, much more manageable than Slingshot. You kinda have to keep your foot on the throttle to avoid drifting too much, losing grip, and you also need to stick to the center of the track as best as you can. Most of my problems came when I touched the barrier, so yeah. Other than that, Spinebuster can do it. Roadrunner, ooh, I don't know if I ever want to test that. Probably one day I'll do it. Chicane, I don't know about that. But well, I think this was a good enough video for now. It's gonna be plenty long. But I still love just passing Storm Realm with as many cars as possible, because it was such a difficult track for me at the beginning, and kind of like figuring it out and seeing which cars can do it, it is so satisfying for me, even if it is a little painful. And look at it, at you, Slingshot. But other than that, thank you very much for watching. I hope this can convince you to try the realm without spamming the Accelerchargers, which is what many players kind of resort to get the Accelercharger. It is definitely a nice experience, and one that is absolutely doable if you're determined enough. So, see you later. Goodbye.